Hey guys, we've got news on Global for December 2nd, and this week to discuss the news with me, I'm joined by Maxximal. So if you want to say hello, Max.
Hello, I'm still muted.
Nope,
Please,
you're not
please help me.
not muted. Not muted this time. Never muted again.
Okay.
All right, so this week we've got another premium unit. We just had the premium banner with Yuna and all. Yuna is just overall not the greatest as far as premiums go, but Aaron, on the other hand, is pretty good. He is, very similar to Sephiroth in terms of power level. So
So outdated.
it is true that Sephiroth is now like what 4, 5, 6 months old or so, and Auron
Yeah.
is like similar power. So I guess technically
Yeah.
speaking, if you look at it that way, he is the same power level as a 6 months old unit. But
Yep.
Sephiroth is still exceptionally strong outside of Clash of Wills, and Auron will be as well. So
Well, that's because you're a Sephiroth sim. That's why you can say that he's powerful.
it's true. Sephiroth is like one of the highest damage dealers. Not the highest because Global has done some
Yeah.
global exclusives, like Laura Croft is
Yep.
really really strong as well. But still, Sephiroth is still on like every single high score clear in Vision World last month. So he's still really good. Auron's going to be really good, but
Hopefully.
he's still a strong unit.
Mm. Can I take my butt again?
So it
Uh. Okay.
it's a premium unit banner. They're doing the same format as the current unit banner, so it's a 4 step. You do it 5 times, and I think it's 5 times,
Yeah.
and you get it.
Yep.
You get
60K.
60K. You get the guarantee. You get a guaranteed Neo
Uh-huh.
each step. It's a premium. It's a premium banner. They're very very expensive, but that's the way they work.
That's the way premium works. Is it worth it though? I
Um,
mean, yeah, because he's not the strongest anymore, and you need 60K for EX1, I guess. EX0, EX1.
a worst case scenario, yeah, it would be 60K for no, actually for EX, it would be yes, it'd be 60K plus 3,000 VIP coins for worst case scenario EX1.
EX2. Oh,
No,
right,
the
EX. Yeah,
EX1,
yeah.
yeah, because
Oh,
premium
yeah.
units you get no bonus shards. You don't have the 5K bundle. You have a lot less shards overall to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
As far as is he worth it or not, personally, I'm probably not going to go deep on Arn because he is super limit burst, which is one of the big defining differences between him and Sephiroth. They're
Yeah.
very similar across everything other than element, except for the fact that Arn is SLB, Sephiroth is Brave Shift, which means you can't even do his good burst until turn 3 at a minimum because SLB if he's like not EX3 it takes even longer, whereas like Sephiroth you can burst immediately or
Yeah.
turn 2 for the maximum.
And you need EX plus 3 for that turn 3 SLB, so good luck with that.
I will also mention that Arn is locked to wind, which is not like the
Yep.
biggest deal. Sephiroth is locked to dark, Arn's locked to wind. There hasn't been a ton of wind content from JP. There was one or two Dark Visions fights, but for the most part, Wind hasn't really seen a whole lot of like future long term use. So keep that in mind if you're going for Orange.
Yeah.
He still can be imbued with multi elements, same as like Sephiroth or Tifa,
Mhm.
etc. So it's not crippling that he is a element locked unit. Almost every JP unit is element locked, but
Wh- What about the possible Plant and Fairy DV, or I guess DV that you know in on JP? Is there any future battle for that?
I can't think of any plant bosses that have been relevant. Fairy has come back a few times in JP, so the fact that Auron has fairy killers is actually quite nice. Um, there is going to be
Yeah.
a Anima DV eventually. Not this month, but we'll get it at some point, and Auron's going to be great for that one. So, if you're one of those players that really wants to always score high in every DV, you definitely want Auron because there are going to be a few fights where he is going to be amazing for. So keep that in mind.
Yes, gonna whale.
Keep in mind, we do have confirmation right here that his STMR is not going to be stackable. People thought maybe it would be because Tifa's got the stackable upgrade. This one did not. This one did not. Same as Yuna's did not. So maybe that stackable change for Tifa and Aerith's STMR was like a one-time thing, and all the future ones will not be stackable. So you're not going to be stacking Dark Reign's STMR in the future either, etc.
Yeah. If you cheater Auron, just get the STMR Mogul and then put it on Tidus. That will fine.
Yeah, keep in mind. It does boost Tidus's damage as well by 500 attack power, which is great. Other than that, not really a whole lot more to say. He is extremely similar to Sephiroth. You use him the same way, other than the fact that he is a SLB. So you got to wait 3 turns or 3 to 5 turns for his good burst.
Yeah, I checked on the wiki for the Japanese version, and oh my god, there's nothing in it. It's basically SLB and then wait to nothing SLB. That's all.
His kit is very bare bones, just like Tifa and Sephiroth. That was like, these units are during the era where JP just did not put any effort into unit kits. It's still
at least Sephiroth and Tifa has chaining skill. He doesn't have anything.
He does. I actually don't have Auron in the JP, so I've never actually used him. So I didn't even realize. So he has no chains at all. I didn't even know that.
Yep, he doesn't have any chaining.
Oh, wow.
Oh, one hit.
That is what?
That's sad.
Sad face. I mean, you don't really chain with Tifa and Sephiroth anyway. To be fair, people are going to say, when have you ever chained with Sephiroth? Never.
Trying to gain your own LB, I guess. But yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
The other upgrade for the week is Jecht. He's getting Neovisions Awakened. Now, unfortunately, he is a tremendous disappointment because if you compare him to the free unit we got last week of star player Tidus, Jecht is just worse in every possible way. He's got worse stats, worse modifiers, worse SLB, worse skills. He doesn't have all the passives. He is just Tidus, but worse across the board. And he's also not free. So, yeah.
He doesn't get any skill on NV, just SLB, that's all. He doesn't get any new skill.
Yeah,
based on the JP.
Correct. Yeah, his SLB is just, it adds a few his Neovisions Awakening, it just adds a few passives and gives him an SLB. And the SLB is not bad. He's still one of the better Neovisions Awakens that are currently available in the game because most of them are just super outdated. He does have a 230x SLB, so it's not like he's not usable. It's just it feels real bad that he is so much worse than Tidus, who literally was just given away. That just feels bad.
The 230 is non-elemental though, which is nice. Yeah.
It is non-elemental, so you can imbue him with whatever you want and do it that way. Yeah, so he's not bad. I've personally got something like 15 Jexts from off banners over the years, so I can EX3 him if I really want to. And
I check it when the news out, and I have 12. So yeah, X3 guaranteed, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he's usable. He's going to be a bonus unit for the next 2 weeks. So if you've got him, yay.
His STMR got updated too.
It is true. They added 3 LB per turn fill on the STMR, so that is the best upgrade ever. Everyone's now going to love to have this, and hopefully you can read the sarcasm in my voice.
Well, why not? 12 LB per turn is good.
I mean, it's an upgrade, so sure, I'd rather have it than not have it, but it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it's definitely not a big deal. Mm-hmm.
And the other new unit this week is High Summoner Brassica. Now, this unit is kind of whatever. Doesn't really do anything. Honestly, he's a 7-star. But his TMR is amazing. Do you know what this TMR does, Max?
Wait, what?
The TMR.
Wait, seriously? Seriously? I
You
thought her ESTMR is better. Wait, what?
Brassica? Well, for one thing, it's a guy. It's Yuna's father. I know
Oh, right.
with the clothing, it's hard to tell, but it's actually Yuna's father.
Sorry, I don't play FF10.
Oh yeah, the way he's dressed, it's actually kind of
Yeah, it's
ambiguous.
weird. Ambiguous. Okay. What his TMR? Why you're hyping about his TMR?
His
Whatever
TMR,
it is.
it's a skill you can equip on anyone, and it's triple bolting strike frames. So this
Oh.
allows you to give any unit in the game triple bolting strike, and that is so convenient because we don't have any way to do that currently in the game, at least not with like gear.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is
Oh.
really, really good. I use it quite often in JP these days on like support units for Dark Visions to get that chain count score up. It's just really convenient.
Oh.
Now
But it's magic, right? It's water magic. Yeah.
it is so you can't imbue with it, but it is triple frames.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is locked to water elements. So if the boss like absorbs water or has so much water resist you can't even deal damage, it's not going to work. But as long as you can deal at least 1 damage per hit, it's going to change just fine on a support unit, and it's really really useful. Other
Oh,
than the
that's good.
TMR, there's not much about Brassica to really go over. He's like a really bad 7-star evoker.
I thought that his STMR is quite nice too, especially the 4 element 20% resistance. It's pretty good for the tank.
It's not bad.
I
It's,
don't know.
it's fine. Sure, it's got resistances.
Yeah.
It gives you 2 Esper gauge per turn. It's like an upgraded version of Summer Focus TMR. The umbrella. This one gives you 2 per turn instead of 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
because
not bad.
these days for DV or for Clash of the Wheel, we need multiple element resistance, right?
Hmm.
And 20 in 4 elements are quite nice in my opinion, especially with 160 as spirit. It's pretty okay in my opinion.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, especially if you need those resistances, it could be really good on like a magical tank or something. Hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
And I guess
that's
that's all.
That's pretty much it. You can UOC Brassica if you really want that chaining skill, and I probably will UOC at least a single copy to get one of those blue waves because it's really. I actually UOC'd him twice on the JP server, just
Wow.
just to get the TMR. Like the unit is pretty worthless, but the TMR is very convenient and very useful.
Okay.
And here's the
Huh.
vision card from Auron. This is only at EX3. It is the typical premium vision card. So 500 attack power to all FFX units, which basically just means like Auron or Titus. It gives Fairy
Yeah.
Killer, which is good for everybody, and it gives 80% attack power. I personally prefer the 7 cards that give 50% LB damage. This one is trading the LB damage for percent
Yeah.
attack. A little bit worse in my opinion, but I guess it depends on the unit. This one would actually be better for Carton, who doesn't care about his LB damage, but he wants attack power. So this can actually be good on
Also,
some
the
units.
killer, the 100% killer is nice too.
Oh yeah, the Fairy Killer is great on everybody because that's a
Yep.
sort of uncommonish killer. It's actually getting more
It's
common
quite
these
rare.
days. Well, it used to be. I feel like these days it's more common. Like we just got the Blue Fina STMR for free, which gives 100% on a really good chess piece.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
global exclusive killers
I
recently.
forgot about global exclusive one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting more common, but it is still a little bit on the rarer
It's
side
a nice addition.
compared to like humans or something. And then this
Mhm.
card, I'm not sure if this is the first time Global's getting it. It's one of those random pool cards. So whatever, it's fine.
60% with gun. Like wow.
Yeah, it's one of the free cards, but it does have Fairy Killer at rank 10. So even though it's a little bit lower powered card because it's one of those free cards, I mean it is Fairy Killer, which can be potentially really good depending on the fight.
Yep.
So maybe. The event is a raid. There's really nothing to say about raids. You go in, you farm it for 2 weeks. End of story. This katana, 100% Fairy Killer, seems nice. So I think this is one-handed. So dual wield units aren't so popular these days. So
Yeah.
not as good as it could be. And the rest of this gear is
Yeah.
all unit locked to Brassica and Jekt, who are both relatively underwhelming units you're probably not going to be using, so that is whatever.
It's kind of sad for Demetria to be unit locked because I mean, why?
I
It's
know.
annoying.
I complained about this in the past, like when they did like the Final Fantasy VII. They had like killers locked to like Biggs and Wedge and stuff. Like it makes
Yeah,
no sense. And here's the
it's
stupidest
a
one.
wasted slot. Yeah.
Here's the stupidest. Are you ready? Are you ready for this one? Here is the big brain a limb move. High Summoner Brassica only. It's a killer
Okay.
materia on an evoker. Killers don't work on evokers. Who came up with this? Do the JP devs really not understand their own game? That evocation doesn't get killers? This is like just really, really mind blowing to me. Why this even
Apparently they
exists?
don't.
Yeah. But the same thing as giving like a killer materia to Biggs and Wedge, a tank that doesn't deal damage. Like it just makes no sense. JP is just off the rocker with some of this stupidity. It's really dumb. It's just dumb. But whatever, get it, ignore it.
Yeah.
Bonus
If you
units.
see about the bonus,
y-
it's mind blowing that they put not Tifa, Yuna and Tidus as a 40% because there are 10 that just came last week. Like for
mm,
example, Riku is useless. Why don't Gumi put him at 60% to at least incentivize people who pull it? I
oh,
just don't
oh,
understand.
it'd be so much better if they were higher bonus. Yeah, I do agree. Like the rest
Yeah,
of the stuff, like Maeve and the
I
Halloween
don't
units and
mind.
all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense at 40. You're absolutely right that Riku, Yuna, and Titus should all be 60%. That's totally true. So big sad that they're not.
yep. Mm-hmm.
And then
Kind of sad.
you're gonna get some of these daily bonus kills. Not really much to say here. You go in one shot, it take a friend, kill it. They're not hard. EX coins, etc. And they're easy. Um,
Mm.
Here is the friend point summons
Amazing.
coming back again. Are you excited to get like 43 fragments to a unit or something?
Uh, as you can see, Zinzar.
Oh,
Oh,
you
oh, it's
put
ready.
you put. I'm gonna put this in. Oh, it's not gonna work. Hold on.
Nah, nah, it's fine.
Here we go. There we go on screen. This is Maxximal. Apparently, he got from the previous friend summons 99 Lord of Seas Nicole Pratt. Yeah, this is the kind of foolishness that happens from these friend point summons. Is you get stuff like this, like completely unusable, and it's worse than being at like 95 or something. So yeah, this is coming back once again. Now, of
Kind of
course,
got my chance on getting the last one, to
yeah,
be
it's
honest.
it's it's better to get this than for us to sit there at the 100,000 friend point cap with literally nothing to use them on. So I'm glad that we're getting
Oh,
something to use friend points on. I just wish we summoned them in batches of 5, not in batches of 1.
yes, yes.
Like,
At least give us a 5 random stupid NV or NVA. I don't mind. But
yes,
one is just why. It's like they are intentionally trolling us, the players.
it,
Oh,
it
you have
does it does
more.
it does
Yeah.
feel that way. Like I don't expect them to do 10 copies of 5 fragments. Instead of making it 10 copies of 1, give us 2 copies of 5 per summon. So you're getting the same
Yeah.
amount, you're just getting them in a usable fashion, because then you can use the fragment dungeon when it eventually comes to like top it off or something. Yeah,
Agree.
random one at a time is just goofiness. I was hoping they'd
It's
fix
just
that for the
dumb.
next one. They're apparently not. But it is coming back, and it does give us something to use friend points on. So, it's better than not getting anything at all for friend points.
Yeah, because I guess there's no use for friend point these days, except
hmm
for waiting and sitting and rolling. Hmm.
And some of the other content is this is one of the farmable Chronicle battles. This is not like the boss style. This is the 10 levels, farm it up. Not really much to say. You go in there and one shot it with either your units or a friend. And this is the gear you're going to get in. Jack's Gauntlet is okay-ish for Final Fantasy. 10 units, it does give you 50 Machine Killer for 10 units only. So this will be good on like Titus or Auron It probably won't even be good on them because there's so many better options for a machine killer. I probably still even wouldn't even use this, but it's there. More
If
importantly, is the
uh-huh.
Maximoon. The Maximoon
Yeah, yeah.
is the best in slot for Auron. It gives him a bunch of flat attack. This is
Oh, right.
the old STMR of, or the old Auron's
The old
STMR.
Auron SDMR. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the Chronicle upgrades it to a two-hander, so it actually makes it, a proper weapon for today's meta. So this is really good.
Mm. Yeah. I want to say that about the Jack Gauntlet. I don't think anyone will use it because it's a accessory slot. You will definitely use Auron STMR or else like Yuna STMR for it because yeah.
Yeah. This gauntlet is. I guess for newer players it's fine, but
It's
for
the
for
best, right?
veterans you're really not going to use this. I
Yeah.
will also mention about the Massamoon. If you're planning to chase Auron and Item World does close this week, you can enhance your current Massamoon from the old Auron if you have it, and you can do the Item World right now, and the upgrades do carry over when it's upgraded. So it can give you
That's
something.
actually a good idea. But as always only limited to one, right?
Yes, the upgrade is just limit of one. Yeah, you're going to use the enhanced sight or whatever to unique material it.
Okay.
And the other content is we've got two, what's it called? Chronicle EX
Crown.
crown battles, and these are limited time. So if you don't kill these in the first week, they're gone. So make sure you
Ooh.
kill these and get your crowns. This one is Spheromorph, and this one is Defender Z. We're getting two different battles. When this comes out on Thursday, I will have videos. I'll try to do some budget runs as well. But overall, these are not super hard. These you can take any series you want. Most of these you can only take like a certain series, like Valley Garmanda and Varja and all from like that. These are any units you want. So you can't take a friend, but if you've got like Sephiroth or Kartan or Tifa or any of those like big boy bursters, these are going to be super easy to kill in 3 turns. If you don't have any of those high-end burst units, could be a little bit trickier. And I do plan to do some budget runs on these, so not really much to say. Kill it in 3 turns for the crown. Same thing for Defender Z. Kill it in 3 turns for the crown. It gives you 100 Riku
Right.
fragments as well.
Oh, right, yeah. There's a Riku's fragment too. Okay.
And this one gives
You got
500,000 Mog King. Wow, that's a lot.
you got 3K lapis too. That's nice.
Was that on both of them?
No.
Oh, just
The
one.
other one get yeah. The other one you get translation pearl.
Okay. Yeah, the rewards are really good, and again, these are pretty easy. And if you're having problems with it, give me time on Thursday, and I'll have some budget runs out for you. You can copy that up.
Of course, 100% gonna copy as usual.
And then the last thing is a Dark Vision. So I will point out right
Yay!
away, we are going backwards in the JP server. After they got the Vision Worlds Lapis rewards, they started giving Lapis for everything from then forward. Global is not. Global is going backwards. We're going back to the no Lapis rewards and the old rewards. This is disappointing. I expected us to get the rank rewards updated going forward. Like, why are we going backwards? Now, I know people are going to say that this Dark Visions in JP had the same rewards, and it is true because we're getting this so late. But because we're getting it
Oh,
so late, they should have upgraded the rewards because we're getting it like 4 months after we should have because they delayed stuff. But
yeah.
anyway, it is what it is. Here's the
Mm.
rewards. We're also
I
getting
don't think it's possible for the share rank one again, right? You cannot share rank one in this DV2, right?
in this Dark Visions. No, you could not share rank one because the final boss was uncappable. I would assume it's going to be the same way on global. So yeah, you're probably not
Yeah.
going to be one sharing rank one. I guess it's possible, but unlikely. And then the two new Dark Visions weapons. We're still like really, really far behind on Dark Visions weapons. We don't even have any of the rank 12 weapons whatsoever. And these, same thing. We still don't have them, and we're still missing a bunch of the weapons as well. But the katana is getting upgraded to rank 11, and then we're getting the new harp. Now the harp is actually technically a pretty good magical weapon because we do have imperils for that with Olivera and Bulwark. So
Who used Oliveira as a mage?
it's true. It is true. Oliveira was one of the big disappointments we've had in Global recently. Um,
Yeah,
but Bulwark is pretty good and worth
yeah,
using.
Bulor is pretty good. Yeah, yeah,
So
I
if you're, if,
agree.
if you're doing that and don't have like a rod and power or something, this would be a great item for like your Angela, or is there any other mage even usable today other than Angela?
Mhm.
I don't think so.
Angela and Angela, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. So there's a new Angela weapon for those of you that don't have a rod and barrel in the party.
Yep, quite strong.
Other than that, we're getting the typical Dark Visions. Unfortunately, it's going back to like a 4-day delay, so we're not going to get the final boss until Monday again. I wish they would stop doing this and just give us the boss right away.
Yeah, the
But
last
what?
one was really good. Dang it.
Mm-hmm. So they're spreading it out. The first 4 stages are all going to be super easy, very easy turn 1 OTKs for almost anyone. The last 3 bosses assume it's the same as JP, and it should be. It's going to be Kokuryu, who is a dragon weak to earth element and only earth element. It's going to have 400% negative earth resist and plus 120 to everything else. So it is
Oh,
just earth element, and you've only got 4 turns to win, or the boss is going to get permanent mitigation.
wow. It's
Uh,
kind of weird in my opinion because usually, uh, during DV weeks they will introduce the DV with together with the banner, right? So people will incentivize to pull it, right?
yes, this was supposed to come out during like the Final Fantasy VI stuff. Like I said, this is a
Oh,
really old DV.
hmm,
This was supposed to come
yeah,
out with like Cyan,
Cyan,
Kurasame,
yeah, yeah.
and Celeste and Ramu Sakura. Like those are all the big popular units for this Dark Visions. Yeah, Kurasame
Mm.
and like Roka and all are really good for Kokuryu. The other semi boss is Siren. She is weak only to thunder, so it's negative 400 thunder resist, plus 120 to everything
Oh,
else. She's a bird. She is, or is it a? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bird. Yeah, for her, you really want Daughter of Thunder Sakura for the buffing. And then the final boss is Phoenix, who is a dragon bird, weak to only ice. Everything else is resistant except for ice, so you kind of have to use ice. That's a fight you're really going to want General Celeste or like Kurasame, as well as some other good options are probably the Yoshikiri we just got, because he got really good ice amplifies, so that'd be good.
oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Phoenix is another one that you've got to win in like either 4 or 5 turns. I think it's 4 turns. It might. I think actually, if you cross the threshold on a specific round, it gives you 1 extra turn. So you might have 5 turns to win. I don't remember specifically, but you definitely have a time limit to win. Siren, by the way, is no turn limit. Kokuryu and Phoenix have a turn limit to win. Siren does not. Siren you can set up forever and do whatever you want.
Interesting.
So what do you think about this Dark Visions, Max? Do you think it's okay that JP started like locking even the final boss to one element, or do you like think that's kind of terrible?
I honestly, I don't really like this approach because technically there will be one kind of team only and one kind of approach only to beat this kind of boss. And for basically you can guess about like current build, you basically can see that all the higher ranking are using the same team and just keep rolling for variants. There is no alternative at all.
Oh, you mean in Clash of Wills?
I mean, in my opinion, in this dark vision, it will be the same
Oh yeah.
because it's basically locking on this specific element. So all the whale will use basically the same kind of unit and just keep rolling to get the best variants, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the problem is because it is negative 400% to ice and then plus 120 to everything else. You can't even use like Sephiroth
You
or
can't even use
Tifa.
other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even the brand new premium unit Arin, you can't even use him because he's wrong element, which is kind of silly. I mean,
Yeah,
you can,
kind of
but he's
that.
going to do so much less damage than a either ice or non-elemental DPS because you can imbue them. Yeah, it's going to be a major problem. But yeah. So we've got that
Mhm.
coming this week. I will have videos as usual. I may or may not be in the top ranks because I don't have Kurasame, so that's gonna hurt me. Kurasame is definitely gonna be a big deal for the Stark Visions. I don't have him. I do have General Celeste, so that's good, but I don't have Kurasame. How about you, Max? Do you have Celeste or Kurasame?
I'll wait for your video patiently, and then I'll pass by as usual. I mean, I have a lot, but I don't have Kurasame either.
Mm.
So yay!
Yeah, so me and you are both are not going to be in the highest of the high ranks because he's definitely going to be a big deal for Phoenix.
Yeah.
But okay, that's pretty much it for the week. Or anything you want to say, Max, before we end it?
Let's see. Wait, I that's all. I believe we have
Well,
some.
they had some
Oh,
we got some free summons and all that, but I don't usually cover that in the news anymore because it's just
right,
like
right, 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 right.
you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, public service announcement for those of you that are watching. We do have a bunch of free summons and login rewards and all, but that's pretty much every single week. It's not really like newsworthy.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope. Here's the thing. I do hope that they can clear up the cheater, so people don't feel like disappointed and stop bothering
Oh,
about
absolutely.
trying hard.
Uh,
Yeah, I
uh,
wonder whether they clear out the cheaters from the previous DV or not, because I saw that lots of the high rank cheaters already got removed, but I wonder about the middle one, like the top 1K.
yeah,
I wonder how many people got removed from it.
and the problem is too is because Dark Visions is starting on the same day they finally finished all the purging. We're actually not going to be able to see the finalized ranks because when you log in on Thursday, the leaderboard is going to be reset for this current Dark Vision. So you're not even going to be able to see your final rank on the Vision World we just had with Legend of Mana. It's going to be reset, which feels bad.
In
I
the
actually would be able to.
oh,
I would be curious to
here's
see
the
my
thing.
final rank.
For previous Vision World, not Dark Vision, right? The previous one was Vision World. They
Mm-hmm.
already finalized it. Uh, they already cleared some of the
Well,
cheaters
they clear
from.
some, but they always clear more in the very last maintenance before the rewards go out. So they're
Oh, right, right.
so.
Yeah, we definitely cannot check the last one. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of sad.
Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
Gumi goes through and takes care of all the cheaters because I know some players tried really hard on Vision Worlds and they got really high ranks, and I know a few people that are like one or two ranks away from a threshold, and because cheaters
Yeah,
do exist even still, it's like it's keeping those players like directly below where they should legitimately be. So hopefully Gumi
yeah.
fixes that up and players get the rewards they deserve. All we can do is hope.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yep.
Okay,
I
so
hope so.
so thanks Max for joining me, and I will see you guys on Thursday for all this content. See you
Bye
then.
bye.